wants to set you up for failure. The questions have been designed so that students can answer them. It is only certain tricks, techniques and methods that are required for you to answer them. Once you are sure about these tricks and techniques, I'm sure you can answer all these questions really well. Coming back to the last but not the least important trick, do not doubt yourself. Doubt means questioning or not believing in yourself. If you do not believe that you can understand the line or you can understand the passage or you can answer the passage, you will never be able to answer it. Because when you doubt yourself, you are creating room for confusion and nervousness. Being nervous in an examination is always going to lead you to failure. Even if you are unsure about a passage, a line, a sentence, a question, a word meaning, do not doubt yourself. Breathe and read the passage again. Try and understand what the passage is trying to say. Like I said, the passage is not designed so that nobody can understand it. It is designed so that you can easily understand and answer the questions. Since these are examinations, they are the people who set these examinations expect the students to know how to answer these questions. So, if you doubt your knowledge, you will never be able to answer these questions. Remember not to doubt yourself and master these time management techniques. Another technique which is very useful while attempting these questions is attempt every question one by one. Now, what do you mean by attempt every question one by one? Obviously, everybody attempts every question one by one. What I'm trying to say is, when it happens sometimes that when we are reading the first question and we are a little unsure about that, we go and read the fifth question or the fourth question or the third question. Don't do that. Read the first question, go through all the answer options, understand them, try and answer it. Unless you are not sure about it, don't move on to the next question. Reading all the questions at the same time is the biggest mistake that anybody can make while reading comprehension questions and passages. Reading comprehension passage, people who have designed it, they know that people have the tendency to read all the questions together. So they make it a point to make all the questions very similar to each other. Even if it is a purpose-driven question, tone-driven question, meaning-driven question, it might have the same words. So you will confuse yourself further if you read all the questions together. Go through the questions slowly. If you go through them slowly, you will save more time than if you rush through them. Because when you rush through them, you will waste time first in reading them, waste time again while answering them, and again, if you do not know the answers, you will still waste time. Time is of paramount importance, or is very important while taking any examination. Try and not waste time by reading questions together every time. Again, do not keep referring to the passage over and over again. Now, what is that supposed to mean? If a passage is given and the questions are asked, why will I not read the passage? The reason is, if you keep reading the passage over and over again, a passage is 10 lines, 12 lines, you will waste that much time every time you read the passage. If you want to read the passage for the questions, read it twice. But don't keep on reading it over and over again. Use the hints given in the questions to go back to that exact place in the passage and read only that area. If you read the entire passage again and again, chances are that you will not be able to locate your answer but still waste time. Remember that if there is no time left, you will have no scope or you will have no way in which you can answer these questions. So it is always better to go back, use the hints, use the tips, use the techniques, go back to the passage, read only the specific areas and try and answer the questions. And another thing that you should keep in mind is, while you are reading the passage the first time, remember or try and tell yourself that this is the last time you're reading the passage. If you keep that in mind, chances are that you will remember the details of the passage more than if you know that, okay, I have to read this passage this time, again I will read it while I'm answering the questions. So if you attempt the questions in this way, then you are preparing yourself to waste time. So when you are reading the passage, read it in the way as if it's the last chance you're getting to read the passage. That way I am sure and I guarantee that you will be able to retain the information given in the passage faster. Now let's go on to the sample passage provided to you in the PDF. The link provided is provided on the home page. The passage says the wolf is getting extinct, or the wolf is an animal whose life is in danger. What people are doing are they are taking pets like cats and dogs to the jungle. The wolf gets attracted to the cats and dogs and comes closer. Once the hunter sees that the wolf is coming closer to the cat and dog, the hunter shoots the wolf. All this is done just for the fun of these hunters. This kind of activity should be stopped, and the government should take steps to stop these activities, because in doing this, the hunters are risking the life of these pets. Sometimes it also happens that another wolf from behind attacks these hunters when the hunter is trying to see a wolf in front, because it is not necessary that only one wolf will get attracted by the cat or a dog. So not only is the hunter killed, but the pet which was brought by the hunter, the cat or the dog, is killed as well. So this passage is talking about these happenings. The questions that can follow will be of the 7 types. What is the purpose? What is the meaning? What is the tone? And the other formats defined to you. Again, I am repeating, and by that I will close this discussion, that do not waste time in telling yourself that these are the only forms of questions that will be asked. Second, remember to understand the passage. What I told you about the sample passage right now was the brief understanding of that passage. I did not tell you the line by line meaning of the passage, but you still understood. So that is the understanding that I am trying to talk about. When you are reading the passage, you understand it. Please do not get worried if you do not know the meaning of words, because the context or the placement of the words will tell you why the word is there. Last and not the least important, or I can say the most important thing that you should remember is that these questions are time bound. You do not have time to waste by reading the passage over and over again. These passages are provided once, the questions should be read once and answered confidently. Doubting yourself will only lead to failure. I hope this discussion has helped you for your reading comprehension passages and answering them. For further discussion and understanding, we will go on to the next discussion in my next. Thank you.